So we got to step up our game. We got to, we got to take the time to do, like I said, there are heaps and our elephants. And, sometimes like all we got is what's available to us. And so like when Moses went to Egypt to go do his thing, and I know that the Lord told him, he was wondering what tools that he was going to need. And the Lord told him, what's in your hands? And he had to use it. And sometimes you have to use what you got. And we can sit back, but you can't make it work, make it happen. Sometimes we sit back and get spoiled and act like slaves ourselves, act like we can't do no. Things had to be supplied to us. You have to learn how to make it work, figure it out. Sometimes the only information you have is what you got. Make it work. If you can't get it, make it work. There's a saying: you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you could teach him an old one. And sometimes we got to go back to the old ways and get that together. Now, I'm not talking about the old fleshly ways. I think we get the understanding what I'm talking about. So anyway, in developing our new life, we're going to have to, it's okay to push the redo button. And I think that writing an ending letter to yourself, breaking it up with yourself, and it's okay. You don't have to wait till things get really bad. If you're ready to start go in a whole different direction, then write you up a letter. If you don't like where you're going, you don't like the person you become, write yourself a breakup letter. You got to have some type of formal thing that you could say it's over, right? So you write yourself a breakup letter. And when you write yourself a breakup letter, be thorough. Do it while you have the energy and the strength to hurt, but do it. It shouldn't take you 40 days and 40 nights to say goodbye to the old life. And it's like taking 30, 40 days and 40 nights to break up with somebody. You don't do that. You be trying to break up when you're done, you're done, right? And so if it take you 40 days and 40 nights to break up with yourself, then you still not committed. You're not fully convinced that you need to change, that you need to go in a different direction. You still sprung over what you're doing in your life and whatever. Some people live their life like that. Some people like chains and whips. They like raggediness. They like living a life of being raggedy. Things not popping, things not going. They like that. They get accustomed to it. You know what I mean? Some people they're just toxic. They've been toxic. They don't even know what being a non-toxic, and they'll fight you for that. So anyway, you need to break up with yourself. You need to have an official do-over, a redo. You write your ending letter. Then you celebrate you write yourself a letter. You read it. You tear it up. That's a form of just saying, hey, I'm choosing up and not with you. And you tear it up, and then you celebrate your new life. Just like a baby, when a baby's born, people celebrate, oh, look at the baby, and they pray to dedicate the baby, rededicate yourself back to the Lord. But what's going to happen is you're going to start going into a transitional period. It's called the nothingness. It's like the wilderness. It's like dry places. It's called the valley of transition. It's like the neutral zone. It's the first phase of ending something. So when you end something to start something new, you're going to go through a valley, a place of transition. You can't start something new without having an ending, right? So just imagine you're at the top of a cliff, and below you, and then let's say 1,000 yards away is the new beginning. Well, when you start your journey, you're going to have to, just because you broke up with yourself, it still takes time for you to let those things go. And through the nothingness, through that wilderness, through that valley of transition, or they call it the neutral zone, you will then need to create a new life. While you're tripping, while you're going through that phase, you need to hurry up and get through there. But that's where you get a vision. And not just an idea, you write it down, you capture it, you put it on paper. You don't want to just float ideas in your head, capture it, put it on paper. You need a comprehensive plan.